What is good, guys? My name is Harry Tolson, and I am the founder of Poseidon Digital Media, advertising agency built for clothing brands. Now, in today's video, I'm going to talk about how we scaled this clothing brand to 6,000 in revenue on Black Friday using Facebook and Instagram ads. And it's going to be the exact Black Friday strategy I used and what you can use on Facebook and Instagram advertising. Now, this case study is from last year, so 2021, but obviously we've got Black Friday coming up soon. So I'm just basically going to break down, what we did and how you can implement it into your clothing brand to see the type of results that I get for clothing brands. And last Black Friday with Facebook and Instagram ads, it was a little bit difficult because where the iOS 14.5 update was new, we were dealing with like the kind of data delay. So normally now it's 72 hours delay in data to see those purchases in your ad account, which isn't helpful on Black Friday because you want the data straight away. So how I kind of did it is I was talking to the company and I was just saying to them, look, how well are your sales doing? And then we would kind of increase budget based on that. But yeah, it was more difficult, especially as well as the custom audiences and the retargeting audiences that you used were not so good as the year before. But even so, we got great results, and this year hopefully we'll get great results too for all the clothing brands that we work with. So yeah, I'll hop into the ad account and I'll break down exactly what we did. Cool, so this is live inside the ad account, and as you can see the date here, 26th of November, which was Black Friday last year. And as you can see, these are the campaigns that we run. You can see we spent £800 to make back 6,200 at 7.7x return on ad spend. Now, you'll probably notice that there's multiple campaigns. A lot of you will have just one campaign for Black Friday, but as we're already scaling this ad account, and this is a little tip for the bigger clothing brands, is keep all your other campaigns live. Don't turn off your normal campaigns non-Black Friday, because what will happen is you will still have a huge conversion rate from the traffic of the other campaigns. So all these other ones that get in 10x return on ad spend, they are just normal campaigns. They aren't even a Black Friday ad creative. They were just normal, what I'd be running year round. Now, what I'm going to do is break down the actual Black Friday campaign. Now, a little tip, what you want to do is a couple of days before start getting the ads ready, because number one, Facebook will take time to approve the ads, especially around Black Friday. You want to have them in review and ready to go to turn on the day. And also you might want to test a couple of examples to see how well they're going to work. And on the day, you just scale them up. You just put budget behind them. That's what I personally do. And it seems to work really well. Now, as you can see in this campaign, this is at the ad set level. This is not on the campaign level. These are all my individual ad sets and the audiences that I'm targeting. And as you can see, a lot of them have been turned off. And the reason was this is because last year, Black Friday was pretty funky. As I said, is we had a massive data issue. We weren't getting the data back in Facebook. So I was thinking ads weren't working when they were, and I was turning them off. And as I said, what you can do to combat that is either have a third party like Cometly, or just look on your Shopify manager and see that how well the ads are working, like as in like how much you're spending and then how much you're making, and just adjust the budget to that. So let me go through the audiences that I was using. So the number one and my favorite audience is the Instagram and Facebook engagement audience. Now, all you have to do is go to audiences, create custom audience, and then click on your Instagram and Facebook. Once you create that audience, obviously create the ad set within the campaign and add that audience. Now, the next audience we used was a video views audience. Now, you only have this audience if you've been running video ads before. So this is basically another custom audience. Basically allows you to create audiences or the percentage of what someone's watched the video. So if someone's watched your previous ad video, let's say they watched like 50% of it, you can then retarget them with that video view. And then another audience and ad set that we used was a best performing interest. So for this brand, vintage clothing worked really well. For a lot of you, it's like streetwear would work really well, or other clothing brands. Take your best performing interest over time, whether it was last year, and put that in there because it should work really well on Black Friday as well. And then the final and probably the biggest audience we used was the pixel data. So this is anyone that view contented, add to cart, initiate checkout, purchase, that type of thing. all 180 days, so all 100, because we wanted to capture the audience from 180 days back because we want the most people in it. And then for that specific audience, we put it all together to make in the ad set to make the audience as a whole bigger. As you can see here, so this ad set here has got the Instagram and Facebook engagement audience. This one's got the video views, and this one's got our best performing, and this one has got all our pixel data. So it's quite a simplified structure. And it just allowed us to focus on creating, putting ad creatives out there and as many as possible. Now, that leads me on to my next point, which is the most important part. I forgot to mention as well, the main audiences that we were using was just retargeting audiences for this brand. Right, so how do we structure the ad creatives? Well, the main thing on Black Friday is the offer. The more percentage you give off directly, the more purchases you get. It's just as simple as that. And let me just double check how much. So for most of the ad creatives, we were offering 30 to 40% discount. And all we would do is we'll have a structure like this. We would leave the copy the same for most ad creatives. So as you can see, it's just nice and simple. You want Black Friday sale is live, get up to 40% off or 30% off, whatever kind of your percentage off. I keep all the ad copy same because that doesn't make the difference. So typically ad creative wise, we take our best sellers. Let's say we have the best 5-10 sellers, and then we change that ad creative into a Black Friday ad creative. Now, this doesn't have to be complex. It just needs to signify that it's Black Friday, whether that's a black background or some sort of writing explaining Black Friday, 40% off on the ad creative, and then your best sellers on the ad creative. I typically like to use carousels as I see a better direct response on carousels. So like static images rather than videos for Black Friday. Now, we did test out some videos and they did get some good results. Static images put into a GIF style video works really well as well. And let me show you kind of a quick example because I'm not amazing at explaining it. So I'll just show you an example of what it would look like. So typically our ad creative would look very similar to this. It would say Black Friday, 40% off. But then these carousels right here, this might be a dynamic product ad, to be fair. You can also use dynamic product ads, so like just a catalog type of ad from your bestsellers, create a catalog. But typically we'll have these type of images, but we'll have like Black Friday around it, or we'll make the background black so it stands out in the news feed. And this is the type of GIF style I was talking about earlier. Works really well for clothing brands, and it will also work really well for Black Friday. So what you would do is just recreate this with your best products, have where it says order now and get 15% off in 40% off Black Friday. And typically these type of ads here get the best direct response. So the highest return on ad spend and the most purchases. So yeah, little summary basically. You want to explain in the ad the big offer, and whether that's 30, whether that's 40, whether that's 20% off. Typically, I see the best 30%, plus static image carousels with some sort of black theme to it with your best sellers, or some sort of GIF style ad like I just showed you. And then section all your audiences into different ad sets. So if an audience isn't performing, you can just turn it off or adjust the budget accordingly. And throughout the day in terms of scaling, what I normally do is just increase the budget on the ad set. So I don't go and duplicate it because it retargets an audience. I literally just go into edit, up the budget. Typically we're very aggressive with it. It's not like kind of the 20%. We would jump a lot. If it's getting good results, we will just jump the budget up a lot. That's kind of it. I mean, anything that I've missed, guys, just comment below and I'll try and answer it. But yeah, this is kind of our strategy. And remember to leave your old campaigns on, because a lot of people just instantly turn their old campaigns off, even though they're gonna get good results because they are driving a lot of traffic. And then people get to your website and they're like, oh, they're doing a discount. Let's buy today. Guys, that's it. Any questions, leave it in the comment. And if you are a clothing brand making over 10,000, over 20,000 per month in sales and want help running clothing brands Facebook ads and Instagram ads, then click the link down below and schedule a call with me, and we'll see if you're a good fit for our advertising company to help you scale and help you really increase your revenue through this Q4 season. So yeah, guys, I appreciate your time. I hope this video gives you value, and I really hope you get some really good results on Black Friday because it's really fun. Yeah, so see you in the next video. Peace.